you think Kwame Brown feels when you say Kwame?
Do I get to answer this, or are these rhetorical questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Do I get to answer it, or are they just rhetorical questions?
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something right now. Kwame, all right, I'm going to tell you why I say Kwame Brown or Rasho the Slava Medvedenko. I'll tell you why. Because you're Kwame Brown. You're 7 feet tall. You're the #1 overall draft pick, okay? You come into this league, you came in without a jump shot. You came in without the ability to rebound. You came in without the ability to do nice footwork, to pass, to rebound, to defend, to score points, or whatever the case may be. And it's a decade later, and you're still that dude. You've never worked and put forth your due diligence in order to take advantage of the privilege opportunity that you were in. And when I see that level of consistency as it pertains to an aptitude, I'm going to call somebody out. If a dude is playing like garbage, you don't sit there and point out he's playing like garbage.
Of course
you don't
I
sit
do,
there and point out how he's not living up to expectations.
I don't want to get away from what we're talking about, because that's what makes this.
I'm staying on the point. I'm right here.
But there's a difference between reporting what you see in the box score at the game or calling someone a scrub. Like, if I make...
But he is a scrub.
Not if he's a scrub.
And you know it.
Kwame Brown may be a scrub compared to Shaquille O'Neal. And if he's able to maintain one of those jobs for 10 years, there's no way he could be a scrub.
Relatively, he's a scrub.
No, he can't be.
Are you? Did you just say that with a straight face? Did you just say that with a straight face?
Do you guys realize that somebody's paying him millions of dollars to play basketball?
Unfortunately, they are.
Jalen, answer my question.
Why do you think the guy that's 10 through 15 on the bench is able to have a long career?
Answer my question.
He's got to have some skill set. But I think they're saying relative to the other players. Stephen A. is not going to stop till you answer it. So go ahead, Stephen A.
Hello, Jalen. Jalen Rose, star, All-American in high school, played in the finals, can ball. You trying to tell me that you don't know a scrub when you see a scrub? You trying to tell me that everybody in the NBA can play? Are you sitting there with a straight face and you're saying to me that everybody in the NBA can play?
Who are we comparing them to?
I'm just saying we're comparing them to the NBA.
If you're going to compare Slava Medvedenko to Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't have a chance.
If you're going to compare me to Magic Johnson, you should be ashamed of yourself, Jalen.
That's ridiculous. But everybody has naysayers, Stephen A. And so what would my naysayer say?
Hold on, no. We're talking fact.
What is he talking about? He's no Magic Johnson.
All right.
He doesn't know anything.
Keep talking.
It works both ways.
Okay, so
we speaking fact. If you 7 feet tall, 270 pounds, you trying to tell me there is not some dudes in the NBA that's there strictly because of their size?
Because I know that we as reporters don't like to say this because it comes across as, a bit boisterous or whatever the case may be. I'm sorry, Skip Bayless. My career spans 20 plus years. How many reporters do you know has broken as many stories as I have? All of these folks that want to talk about me, Washington Post picking up the story, USA Today picking up reputable publications. I'm not calling out anybody. I'm just addressing people who are willing to call me out. Are we willing to put my resume up against the people who talk about me? I welcome that. I know it's not popular to say, but this thought process that says, hey, well, you know what? He's just somebody who runs his mouth. I don't show up at NBA arenas. I'm not on the road. I'm not inside of those locker rooms. And more importantly, what I would like to ask Kevin Durant and some of the brothers who talk behind my back in the NBA that probably put him up to something stupid like this, let me ask a question. Do you really want me to come out of this seat and go back on the scene? Do you really want to see me in an NBA arena? Because I can assure you I find out more in 10 minutes than I can get from 50 phone calls. I have proven it. Now, we can sit up here, we can debate all day long till the cows come home. I am a black man on national television with a big mouth. And I will still stand up here today and I will put my resume spanning 22 plus years up against anybody in this industry. We really want to go here? We really want to start something with me? You sure about that? I just want people to think about that, because what I'm saying is this. How many times, Skip Bayless, have you seen me over the years? But he's wrong. And the guys that put him up to it in their own way. I'm not talking about literally his comments, but in their own way, with their chirping behind my back all the time. They're wrong too. and the sensitivity that these guys are showing, they are making unnecessary enemies. I am not one of them. I won't be. I got too much love and respect for who these guys are and what they mean to my community. But I will say this lastly. You don't want to make an enemy out of me. And I'm looking right into the camera, and I'm going to say it again. You do not want to make an enemy out of me. I'm not having it. I've done nothing wrong. The level of sensitivity and the level of immaturity is leading you down a wrong path. And this much I can promise you. And I want to say this to Kevin Durant again. This ain't no damn jump shooting contest. This ain't me playing on a basketball court. I couldn't shine your shoes. But this is a different arena. And the one thing I can promise you, you will never have the last word. There's a level of respect that I have continuously showed, and I will continue to show it because I know what kind of young man that dude is. But he made a mistake here, and I feel the need to call him on it. I couldn't let it go.
Sitting right before you got to the Cowboys, they were 1-15, 3-13 before 3 years later being 3 championships in 4 years. You got to give it time to grow. It's like a good seed that's about to turn into a great tree. Y'all gonna watch it happen and then sit here and talk about it all day. You ain't gonna bring me back to talk about it.
First of all, that is utter nonsense. Especially
yes, of course you say that.
Let me finish.
But tell me about the greatness.
Let me finish.
You got to give it time to grow. Did Tom Brady win his rookie year?
Hold on.
Did Peyton Manning win his rookie year? Come on, well, talk to me about this.
Let me tell you something right now.
Talk to me about great.
You were talking about what they were going to do before January 15th. They didn't do it, and I couldn't find you for 2 months. Wait, LeBron James, let me say this one last thing in front of this camera because this is very, very important. It is not enough for you to win the championship riding Dwayne Wade's coattails. If he's the MVP of the NBA Finals and you show up smaller than Mini-Me like you did for 4 straight fourth quarters of the NBA Finals, it still won't get by us. You can walk around with that ring and think you got something all you want to. You had damn well better be the reason the Miami Heat win this title. I'm talking, he's got to show up. Believes in second chances. I think America is the land of second chances, except for when it comes to this dude, Mr. Jabba the Hutt, you fat, slovenly, no good, lazy.
Too much to get a guy who has been labeled soft.
Is that a trick question?
You tell me.
They gave up Kwame Brown. Who
first
cares?
rounders.
I could care less.
Into his salary.
More importantly, Kwame Brown is gone. The City of Angels, Hollywood, just should be celebrated. Throw a parade already, whether you win a championship or not. This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball. He's got bad feet. He can't really move, even though he's mobile. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory that he can do 2 times in a row. He has no game whatsoever, plays no defense, doesn't have the heart, the passion, or anything that comes with it. And you're asking me whether they gave up too much? Please, the Los Angeles Lakers knew exactly what they were doing. They should be celebrating right now.
Kwame Brown ends up in this city wearing a New York Knicks uniform, actually allowed to parade the streets of New York as a member of one of the most storied franchises. I don't know what I will do.
Oh, man.
You go. You just start. You just goodbye, Shelby. Just goodbye. Goodbye.
Have a nice night.
But did they bring Kwame Brown to this city? Kwame Brown. I don't know what I'll do. And by the way, ESPN, don't even try to get me to do anything with it. I'll quit first. I just cannot take. I can't take it. Just the thought of it makes me stutter.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.